What's goody casters? Plus Master here. Welcome back to Shiny Ho Ho TCG. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Special shout out to our Patreons. We got Brandon E and Ryan. Thank you guys so much. I'll be showing their Patreon fan arts before I mail them off. I'm still working on them, so it's still going to be a little bit, but that way everyone can see them. So I just wanted to, I didn't actually get a chance to, I brought this up at Casters of the Roundtable, but my iPad actually died, so I didn't even get to finish talking about what I was trying to. And we lost some of the footage because the file was too long. So, and that also just brings me to OK Abdo. He's really close to 100, so go over and check out his thing. He's got a video about what is next for Metazoo, like what will come next, or their next big move, something like that. There should be like a picture kind of it right here. And he talks about regionals, so go check that out, watch that. And I kind of wanted to just add on to that, basically. And a couple other things that I might mention in this video or another video, we'll just see. But I also was hoping for regionals as well. That was one of the things I brought up when we were talking with Easton and the Jersey Devils and the Easton one. That was after a point where KSB had to go to sleep because it was like 1 o'clock for him, and Easton was still down to talk, so we were talking, but my thing cut me off when it died, and I was talking about how I would love to see a semi thing of what we saw at Casters Cup, how there's those fourth wall kind of things at our locals, and it would basically be a point-based system, right, that made it so through, there's seasons that start and end, and at the end of the season you have to have X amount of points, and then you qualify to go to something like what Yu-Gi-Oh has as a YCS, so you get asked to go there. So the regionals would actually be held at the local shops, and you would just build up points basically going to different locals that are in your area and getting more people to support and play the game at your locals. That way you can get more points, basically. That's one of the ideas that I was thinking would be really cool. And then it just gets everyone involved with their locals, which is kind of what the Caster Cup did. And then it would basically be like either that thing could be like the Casters Cup, the YCS, or I kind of would want that it would be semi where it's like a regionals, where it's like once you qualify there's like a spot that's like semi like a regional, right? Where if you got the points to qualify, you go there, and then it cuts it down even further to where the Caster Cup is like 50 people or something, like a small amount, so almost every display could be like, it could overgrow onto the table, so when they're shooting the game, it looks down, and like, someone commented, I want to do the overhead bird's eye view for the gameplay. It's something I'm really trying to get going, but it's just going to take a second, but I'm going to give it a try this week and see how it goes. But yeah, so when you're looking down at the players' mats, you can see like what Terra is being affected by them, because it'll actually go onto the table. Like, so maybe it'll be like, it'll be stone, like it'll be a stone table, and then there's just like lava and charcoal kind of things like laying there, if it's by a volcano, and then if it's like snow, there's just like, just the cotton, or even clouds too, like stuff like that, just little, even just paintings on it to make it look like gnarly, something like that. Just to, for the people watching to feel more involved and know what's happening with the environments around them and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool, and that's obviously something for like the next like Caster Cup that has like maybe it's 100 people, but I really think it's gonna be cut down a lot smaller, and like the to qualify is gonna be a lot higher. It's gonna cost. It's going to take a lot more to do it. You know. We'll see. We'll see. These are just my opinions, my guesses. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So that was one of the things that I thought would be really cool. Otherwise, it could just be like regular, like how Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all of them do it. You know, you go, you talk, you get a mat, and you get more packs, and when you enter, you get packs. Which kind of like, I guess, can carry on to this next thing. I don't even know. Oh, I think it's like Cryptid TCG. I think that's the dude's name, but I was like working last night, yeah. And I stumbled across that video because I like to go incognito and look at stuff. And I actually stumbled across the, what is it? We Deserve Better video by him. And there was someone, I kind of forgot who it was. I felt like they've commented or I've seen them on Instagram or something like that. I've seen them before. But I forgot who it is currently at the moment. But they were saying, well, what is it that Metazoo's not doing for you that like Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh is? And I just was just like, wow, you know, that's like really true. Like where it's like kind of the little, you know, people are just screaming wolf kind of deal, and there's like no like real wolf like they're doing on. In my opinion, they're going about everything a lot better than a lot of the other TCGs, and they're treating their players a lot better compared to a lot of their other TCGs. And this game's only a year old. That's the other thing. Like, people are like tripping. It's like a year old, dude. Like, it's more like jealous, pointing out like, you're not fully made it yet. Look, you didn't do this. What about that? You know, it's a year old. Like, just chill. Just chill. Like, if they already care this much, you know, I mean, it is to promote the game, but it's if they care this much to do all these things, dude, like, just imagine when they, you know, they have a second, you know, and they're not planning for like their big first real tournament to like deal with other things that, like, you know, they probably already had on the back of their mind, but they had to put it on the side burner because they needed to execute for the Casters Cup, you know. So there's a bunch of things, and I think that it's just gonna be like a hard game to be able to play, like to qualify to play. Like, it's not gonna be, you know, you can just do whatever and you can just win a bunch of money. I think there's, you know, I think they're really trying to like build something. I mean, it's not like anyone can just walk in and become like an NFL player or NBA or any kind of sports athlete or in the Olympics or anything. It takes time to do it and like dedication and stuff, you know. So I think that's kind of what they're aiming at, like, you know. So it's like a good thing, you know, like Colin, that kid who went to the Casters Cup and did really well. Homie Zane from the Jersey Devils got to play out against him. That was one of the streams. He's, you know, if he sticks with it, like, they could be doing scholarships, they could be doing all kinds of things. They could be like paying him as like a pro player, making it so he gets to tour the world and stuff. And you know, I like skateboarding. I grew up, like I always say, also grew up playing cards and stuff, but my physical activity once I got over team sports, basically, was skateboarding. And everyone, I had a conversation with one of my homies when we were younger. We used to think that, like, it was like being like a rock star and stuff. Like, you got paid, like you were super, rich, you could do whatever and stuff like that. And it's not really like that. It takes like a lot, even when you're pro, um, to get that point, and it's all like you trying to brand yourself through brands and making sure you do things, show up, make sure you're present so that people get familiarized with you, and then they buy your product that you have with your sponsors and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of work. You don't automatically just make it once you go pro either, they put a lot of work to go pro, and then you have to put even more work to make it so that you stand out as a pro, which I guess it would be a little bit easier because you already were able to stand out to the sponsors, so you have a feeling of being able to do it. But it's just there's always something that you have to better yourself at, is kind of the point. So yeah, so there are things, they are gonna just better themselves, is also, I guess, the point. I'm rambling now. I'm getting lost. But yeah, so I have no doubts everything is going to be situated as time goes on, and new fires or whatever worries, whatever you want to call it, arise. They'll be taken care of. We just need to make sure not everyone's calling wolf, to where, then it's like, no one cares anymore because everyone's just complaining about stuff for no reason, because it's like, oh, we fixed this and now you're going to complain about something else, when it's just like, we just did this, and like it's just good to just the approach is good too. So their form, I think, is really good for that. So if you do have anything, go ahead and fill that out. I definitely have no worries. The only one, and Jeff has already brought it up, is that I would like the easier access for the promo cards for some of the promos. But my counterpoint to this, right, is the Yu-Gi-Oh universe, right? Like, it's just the sickest thing ever, knowing that there's only 3 Egyptian god cards in the show, and there's only there's only 3 of them, and at first no one even had them, and then they got separated to 3 different people, which, I mean, then that was a tournament and they made it, yeah, because they had the god cards, but everyone else there also, had a good story for themselves now, and it was just kind of like, it was, they were also one of the best players in the game. That's one of the reasons why they got it, because they were able to do that with the dedication to get it, right? So that's why they were able to get it. Like, Yui had to beat Slifer to be able to obtain Slifer, so he probably had the hardest route, and Merrick just kind of stole it or whatever. Kaiba got given it to him, so everyone got their own way of doing it, of getting it and stuff. So it was just, it's really cool, and it's the same thing with Blue Eyes, there's what is there, there's 4 Blue Eyes, and then Kaiba ripped up the 4th one. So stuff like that, that's where it's yes, it's it kind of hurts as a player, in this world where it's no, I want everything, why can't I just get everything, dude? It just, people have that tendency, I feel because everything has been so easily accessible, right? And then that's why people are kind of FOMOing and tripping out and hyping up all the product with Metazoo, You know, because it is one of those unique things that has like more requirements of you and your attention, stuff like that. Um, so even in gameplay. So yeah, I think they're just doing some really great things. So that, like, you know, that is like one of my things, but then I think it's really cool at the same time, you know. Uh, and it's not, I mean, yeah, I guess they have been doing that, but it hasn't been like, it doesn't affect it super gnarly. Like they, you know, Easton had that caster's medal, and it, you know, it helped, and I'm sure it was really good, but there's still ways to get rid of it and stuff. Like you can't just give up because they have something that you don't. Like that's that's kind of Yu-Gi-Oh. I think that's a little bit more of a Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Like, oh, they don't have this card, so I can just play that around that and stuff like that. Which, no hate on Yu-Gi-Oh. I love casual Yu-Gi-Oh. It's really fun. Um, yeah, that's another thing I thought is just pretty cool, you know. And then what else? What else? Jeff was talking about that guy too, the cryptic TCG. Um, which, yeah, it was kind of just like, what is he even talking about? It seemed like a clickbait kind of video. You know, like he was just like trying to get attention. I think it was like a Jeff stunt maybe. Who knows? Like he's trying to create drama. But, you know, we'll just have to see what the next video is. All right, it worked apparently. It showed up on the incognito mode, which if you are a YouTuber, that's a great way to figure out what the people are looking for. There's also I would check out Think Media. They have a lot of great advice, and if you have the ability to get, you know, equipment and stuff like that, they will be able to help you a lot in that field. So go check out Think Media. Oh yeah, it's it. So that's one of the things they recommend you do, is you can go over to where it says, you know, you can click on your little picture up on the top right corner, and then you go incognito mode, right? And then what I like to do is type in Metazoo. I might be able to show a picture of what's going on right now, what I'm talking about. And you're gonna type in Metazoo, and you're just gonna see a list of a bunch of things people look up, you know, the most looked up things, which very consistently is gameplay. And one of my goals is for, you know, one of those to say casters of the round table, and I think that would be super sick. You know, but I mean, that could be pretty difficult. You don't even see, I guess it's called May the Zoo Be With You. So, and then it's like Purple Elf production. It's not Metazoo for you. So that's, you know, I don't know. Yeah, all those keyword things, they kind of matter. So yeah, go check that out if you guys are looking to get some ideas and stuff like that. That's how you figure out what the people want. You know, there actually isn't a ton of like searching for deck lists and stuff like that. Actually, when you think about it, there's a lot of searching for like the newest set, news on the newest releases and stuff like that. I mean, it should be able to be shown. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Another thing is, sorry, this is like a last minute, so not that many people might be seeing this, but there is going to be like a dead zone. I'm in between moving, so I'm going to try not to make it like little dead space, but I'm going to be in between moving, so I'm not going to have like Wi-Fi, so I might be like going to like Starbucks and the library and stuff like that to get you guys the videos uploaded and stuff like that. So hopefully there won't be dead space. Really, I kind of have been trying to do like, you know, Sunday, Monday, not really do anything, because then I have a little bit more energy. Oh, today's Monday, but I slept already, so I slept after I got off work. But yeah, I'm trying to not be doing Sunday and Monday so much, and then Friday usually won't be a thing either unless I have spare time. But Friday won't be really a thing because that's when I kind of deal with the like everything else, like for the channel to make more videos. So like for the casters of the round table, which if you don't know, go check out Metazoo Empire. Go check out their channel. Link should be in the description. Go join the Patreon if you're interested. That should be in the description. There's probably gonna be a little bit of a dead space, but I'm trying not to. And then I'm just, if I have something for Friday, there'll be something Fridays, but probably not. But other than that, I'm gonna be trying to get something for you guys. Every day, we'll see. I'm not gonna like hold on to, you know, and say there's something every day, but you know, I'm shooting for 3 days out of the week, and we're doing pretty good. So, and then hopefully we can just get more. It's just the moving part is gonna slow me down just a little bit, but we might be unstoppable. So let's see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one. Stay safe out there. I'm out.